How's it? And welcome to my podcast. My name is Sally, and I am Wooldiaries on Instagram and on Ravelry. And there is a Wooldiaries podcast group on Ravelry as well. Whoa, I am motoring. Sorry. I don't know what it is, but the whole family feels like we're on a caffeine overdose. We're all feeling a little bit like jittery and like we're on on fast motion, and I don't actually know why. Let's see. We're still not normal programming, so there still won't be sports. Some of you will be like, yay, Gina. Others of you will be like, oh, the ones who actually like to know about the rugby. I promise next week. No, I won't promise next week because life will still be a bit hectic. I am getting ready to now vend at two festivals. One is the Wokkerstrom Fiber Festival. It's next weekend. It is 3 hours away from us, so we're actually driving down on the Friday. We're staying over and then we'll drive back on the Saturday after the festival. It is in Mpumalanga, so that's why it's 3 hours away from us. And then the 7th of May, I am vending at the Klerksdorp Festival, which isn't that far away. I think it's about an hour. It's not that bad. So I'm not going to stay over. I'll just leave stupid o'clock in the morning. I still have a lot of bags to make because, yes, I was on holiday last week, which was fabulous, but I did panic a lot while I was down there because obviously the whole time I'm down there enjoying myself. No bags are getting sewn. So yes, I have been sewing like a bit of a lady possessed, which has cut into my knitting time. I do say I tend to view my yarn bling company time as a work day. So I will get up in the morning, sort the boys out, send them to school with Dad, because Dad takes them to school, not me. No, this does not get ready in time to take the boys to school. And then depends. Monday, I ran errands like a chop because we only got back on Saturday. Sunday was getting all the stuff for back to school, and then Monday I had to run around like an idiot doing a whole lot of other things. So Tuesday and Wednesday, as soon as the boys had left, I came. This is actually where my little company, I like calling it that. This is my little company's headquarters, the dining room, which will soon be my craft room. And I come and I do at least an hour and a half of work, and then I go get myself ready. By that stage, I've had some more coffee, and then I can come back, and then I finish, and then I had take another break, and I go fetch the boys in the afternoons. Then I come back and I finish, and then at 5 o'clock, that's it. It's done for the day. Whatever's not done is not done. Whatever, that's it. 5 o'clock is it. 5 o'clock, then I go make supper and everything, and hubby comes home, and that's it. I generally don't do stuff at the weekend. I probably will this weekend because panic. I don't know what to expect at these two festivals. So I would rather overmake than have gone all the way there, spent the night, which is costing a bit, and then coming back and having sold out after 2 hours. I would rather have more than less. So, and you know what? It's fine. I'm vending at two festivals. I have signed up for some other crafters markets, not fiber festivals. So yes, we will see. We will see how it goes. And whatever I do have left over, I will put online. That's just it. I would have liked to have made some stitch markers. Had I thought about that, I would have actually taken that stuff down with me to the seaside and done it at the seaside. However, brains clearly weren't working. They were just working. Seaside, must go seaside, must go seaside. We had a fantastic trip. Yes, we had a lovely, lovely holiday. It's exactly what we all needed. So, that was a lot of waffle for sun. It's a beautiful day. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Today is the 14th of April. And it is 9:54, so it's almost 10 o'clock in the morning. My phone is off. Not off. On silent. So, what should we show you first? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you, I got 2 more birthday presents. Can you flip and handle it? I got 2 more birthday presents. One from the amazing yarn pin, Gina of Natural Yarns and Stella Fiberworks fame. And it had this, she made this. It's a happy birthday tag on it and it says, "Dear Sally, happy belated birthday. I'm glad you had a happy day." And it's one of these so cute. Oh. But this one's like I think this one's like an Easter bunny. Well, not like an Easter bunny, but it looks like a bunny. My son said it looked like, Deacon said it looked like a ghost. Yes, boys are back on. So we were chatting, and she told me that she has been dyeing more yarn for Stella Fiberworks. And I was like, okay, that's lovely, but why is it not online so we can all look at it and buy it? Lady, hello, it's still not there. Just FYI. Just saying, Gina. It's still not on your site. Yeah, I'm looking at you. So she sent me, how's this? The base is called Hey Mickey Super Fine. In other words, hey Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind, hey Mickey. It is 100% extra fine superwash merino. It is 433 meters or 473 yards, which is 100 grams, and the colorway is called Little Green. And it is beautiful. Oh, my camera's making it blue. Oh, I hope you can see that it's greens and not blues. But it's not St. Patrick's Day green. To me, it's more like, I don't know, I see it, I want to say water. I want to say water green. But that also, it can mean different things to different people. It's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And it's so soft, people. It's so soft. I wanted to actually wind this up and cast this on immediately. Because, you know, I'm doing shawls, everything. But I didn't. I waited to show you. Restraint, people. Restraint. I got that. That was fantastic. The second birthday present I got was from the bestest friend ever. Hashtag best friend ever, Sally Jane, the Pinkhairgirl nutcase. So, she was stressing because she was making me my birthday present. And she was stressing because she didn't get it done in time for my birthday. And I said, but my birthday is the whole of March, people. My birthday is the whole of March. Of course, she can get it done by then. So it did. It arrived the day... It actually arrived in Joburg on the 31st of March. I think. Did it? I know I only fetched it in April because I just couldn't get to... Not the post office. We have another company called Postnet. I couldn't get to Postnet. Yeah, I couldn't get to Postnet. So I picked it up. And I opened it. And what I found inside was Sally Williams Nougat. We both love Nougat. And Sally Williams Rocks. We love Sally Williams. cranberry and almond. Ooh. Yeah, I haven't eaten it. We'll get into that just now. I got mini candy coated chocolate eggs. I think these are so cute. I don't actually want to eat them because they're so cute. Look how tiny, teeny tiny they are. They're like so cute. They're like, oh, it's cracked. Oh well, maybe that one will have to get eaten. But they're like teeny tiny tiny little eggs in a. Oh, that one's now got a freaking date on it. But teeny tiny little Easter eggs. So cute, so cute. And then, because she's so freaking evil, half a dozen Lindor Easter eggs, which also have minis. I will say going away for a week was a bit of a blessing because then I didn't eat them. I left them at home. I didn't eat them. So that's what they look like. Half a dozen Lindor. Yo, very, very, very nice. I got one of her chickens. I love it. I got one. Okay, it's a bit weird because it's got sheepies on it. But look, I got a chicken. I got a chicken. I've got my own chicken now. And my mom gets sick. So it won't break my heart. I got my own chicken. And then people. People. I got at the moment, a one-of-a-kind design made specially for me by Sally Jane. So I am wearing it because I've basically worn it like 5 times already since I got it, and I only got it, I think it was the Wednesday or the Thursday before I went away. So, okay, the color's blowing it out. But it is like a orangey red, and it's a lace weight. I would not wear it by itself. Top. It has garter ridges at the top here, and it fits lovely, and I do love it lots and lots. And like I said, I've worn it like 5 times, 5 or 6 times, maybe 7. I keep wearing it. Oh, and I wear it with different colors underneath as well, and it changes the whole like color of the actual the top. It's absolutely amazing. Best friend ever. She's going to make me cry. Of course, as I posted on Instagram, how high is this bar that she's not set for her birthday? How do I top this for her birthday, which is next month? And as you'll see, there is nothing on my needles that is a present. Oh, okay, well, I'm doing this. I'm actually drinking tea today, people. I know. There you go. In my lovely cup. I got Sally Jane one for Christmas, and of course I had to get myself one. And with my tea strainer in it, I got a blue one. And you just take that out, and it comes with a little... I love it. Comes with a little dish. And what I'm drinking today is Falling in Love Again. It's a fruit tea. And it's by a company called The Tea Merchant. And what The Tea Merchant have done is, which I am so in love with, they have put little 20-gram tins together in a tower. So you get 5 of them all in a tower. And it is different tasters. But you get like one tower is fruit tea. The other tower is black tea. There's another tower that is rooibos. There's another rooibos. There's another tower that is green teas. So Falling in Love Again is, let me see if I can do this, apple bits, pear bits, pineapple bits, papaya bits, hibiscus blossoms, mango bits, sunflower blossoms, and passion fruit granulate. I don't know what that is. But that's what's in Falling in Love Again. It smells lovely. It smells lovely. But I'm a wuss, my tea is too hot. So I won't be drinking that. So those are my awesome presents from two ladies that have really made my life much better for knowing them. Well, Gina, she makes my life a little bit poorer every now and again. But Sally Jane, definitely. Definitely, yeah. So, holiday. On my way down to the seaside, I stopped. I lovingly asked my male family if they would be happy to take a pit stop in Pietermaritzburg to see the lovely Wendy from Yarn Stash P&B. And they said yes, as long as I don't take longer than an hour. Well, I wasn't there longer than an hour because it was raining. And we were all like, we need to get to the seaside. But I could have stayed all day. Wendy is amazing. She's so sweet. I can't wait. I'm going to see her again next weekend because she's also vending at Wackerstroom. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And she has a New Zealand accent. I was like, okay, I wasn't expecting that. But it's awesome. It's so cool. It's so cool. We don't hear many people here that have different accents. So it's like really cool when somebody does. And she forgets that she has it. It's like my dad still has a British accent. And I'm so used to it, I don't hear it. But other people that meet him know that they hear it. So, yes, I did some damage at Wendy. Tony had done some private work the night before, and the guy had slipped him some cash. And Tony said to me, here you go, this is your budget, and do not spend anything over it. And I was like, bonus. So myself and Wendy spent every single cent of it, as you do. So what did I get? I went with a plan. I had a plan. I knew I had certain things I wanted to buy for. One of them was I'm doing a yarn swap with the amazing Stephanie, a bag full of crochet. She's in Germany. She was from Germany. Her parents were from Germany. They moved here. She was born here, and now they've gone back to Germany again. They're living in Germany. So she has gotten me some Woolmizer, because I might be a bit addicted to that now, just a little bit. So in return, instead of me sending cash, I'm buying her yarn from here. So what I've gotten her is she asked me for a sweater quantity of the Vamp Red, like what myself and Sally Jane got at Christmas time. So I got her 5 skeins of Vamp Red. That should actually make on Wendy's 100% merino sock yarn. That will make her a lovely sweater. But that's not mine. So I will show you my Woolmizer as soon as it comes. There's a mule coming from Germany. It's her dad. Her dad's going there at the end of the month. I need to get this to her parents next week. I do need to do that. I need to do a lot of things next week. I need to get an amazing text and her birthday present in the post next week as well. Oh, I'm like waffling. What the hell, Sally? You're like waffling. Wendy was busy dying for Wackerstroom. So she had a whole load of yarn all over the place. That was Wendy sells in cakes because South Africans like cakes. They don't like skeins. I don't know why. It's easier for them. So and you'll see a lot of South African yarn comes in cakes. It doesn't come in skeins. I actually think the only person I know that sells it in skeins as a norm is Heartland. I think everybody else cakes it up. I stand corrected, and please correct me if I'm wrong. I almost swore it. I've just caught my shirt on my... Oh! I have been so good, and now I'm absolutely... Damn it. And you all didn't even see it. I'm sorry. So, what I've got is for the campsite shawl. That was good. By Alicia, I got 4 of these amazing purple DK skeins. I had originally bought some grey, but I turned it into a sweater. So I needed to replace it because I still want to make that shawl. And now, if you were holding off because of the errors in the pattern like I was a bit... I don't want to just have to go search through people's freaking projects, especially because I knew there was an error in it. Errata has been released. So I've got 4 of these lovely skeins. Oh, they smell so nice. They smell like Wendy's house. Duh, Sally, because I come from Wendy's house. Okay, so I bought myself some Wendy's sock yarn. That's perfect. Orange and grey and white. Perfect. I bought myself for some shawl, sometime. This was I don't have a plan for. Look at that. This actually might become the Spark of Grey from Melanie Berg. I might have to get another purple. I know she had more purple. I don't know about the pink, but I know she had more neon pink and very berry. I love that. Oh, and this one's called Lava Flow. Oh, look, we have some names. This one's called Lava Flow. Did the purple have a name? No. I'll have to come up with a name for it. I bought 2 of these. These should be called Elsa. These should be Elsa colors because they are exactly Elsa colors, not on my screen. But I bought 2 of those for a shawl. I bought 2 of these for a shawl. It's purple and white, but like a tonal purple, like it goes very deep in sections and very light in other sections. I bought 2 of these in DK. It's 100 grams of this colorway in DK. And why did I buy 100? Because there was only 100. If there was more, I would have bought more. And that's going to be a cow. I know that's going to be a cow. Which one I haven't decided yet. And then, one of the things I knew I was going to get was, I am doing a mystery knit along. From Jenny Faithful. I might have, oh my goodness, I'm dropping stuff all over the place. Sorry. Jenny Faithful. It's the Spring 2006 mystery knit along. I'm trying to see. She doesn't put her Ravelry name on here. Oh, that doesn't help. And I knew I wanted to do it out of Wendy's yarn. So, I have started the shawl and not in Wendy's yarn, but we'll talk about that just now. So what I bought was, because it's a 2-color shawl, you need 200 grams of one color and you need 100 grams of the other color. Charcoal, which is a lovely grey, and then fluorescent red, which is an amazing, no, it's like neon red. It's not orange. It's not orange. It's beautiful. So that's what I splurged on at Wendy. Because you must. Because support small business. That's what you must do. If we want them to carry on, we have to support them. And Wendy, I can't support a nicer lady. There is no nicer lady than Wendy to support. Okay, and Gina. And Michelle. And Marlene. Okay, all the South African dyes are lovely. There you go. There you go. Right. So that is now all packed away. So now you people are going, Sally, did you actually even knit for the past 2 weeks? You've been gone for 2 weeks. Have you knitted? I have. So the hoodie shawl cardi is probably going to be frogged. I'm not enjoying it. I also think the yarn is too thick for the pattern. It's very dense. So I haven't touched that. I think that's going to get frogged. And that's okay by me. That's totally fine by me. I can redo that at another time because I still want the garment, but I think the yarn was wrong. Or the needle size, something. I'm not happy with it. And the more I knitted it, the more I was like, I don't like this. Okay, so there's that. What I took on holiday with me was my Pawani. That is a Claire Divine. I don't have a picture, I know that. It's a Claire Divine pattern that was gifted to me during the Knit, Share, Love podcast. Knit along. Claire Divine still hasn't done a podcast. Really. Not that she watches me. I had started it before and ripped it up because the yarn I was using was very splitty and it was driving me insane trying to do lace with splitty yarn. So I had frogged it. And then I knew I wanted to make it because it's just me. Claire's design aesthetic is just me. It's very clean, it's very simple, it's very, it's not frilly. And that's me as well. I'm not, which is why Sally J made me this one and not the bunny, because the bunny is a bit too girly and I'm not that girly. So, yes. So I went through my stash because I wanted to make it out of stash. And I had all this, I mustn't say had because I still do. I have all this Regia in plain colors that I bought with the intention of using for heels and toes on my socks. However, 50 grams is, for me, a little bit too much to just take out of 4 heels and toes, and even cuffs. So I decided to knit my Pawani out of it. So what I did was I went looking through it, and I had all these bright colors. So I cast on, I can't remember how much you've seen. You couldn't have seen much. I think I know where I showed you. So I cast on with the grey. It's actually a silver. And then I did the turquoise. And you can see, yes, I made so many mistakes in the turquoise. And then the last I showed you, I had done the second band of silver, and then on holiday I did the green, and then I moved on to the next band of silver, and I've added the yellow. So what I've now got to do is, I can't remember because I've put this down. I want to talk about shawls. I've got silver. I had to go and buy another one, and the only reason why I had to go and buy another one was because I actually totally forgot that the original ball that I used wasn't full. I'd used it for something else, which is why I ran out. I don't think I would have run out if I had a full one. So I've got to finish the grey, then there's red, and then you cast off in the grey again. So yes, I'm loving it, and it was perfect for holidays. Perfect. The garter stitch, it flew in the car, although, what is it? You get to have a long trip. I mean, literally, it took us 7 hours to get to the Wild Coast, because the Wild Coast is, you're going to get a bit of a history lesson now. So, in the old South Africa, in apartheid South Africa, gambling was illegal. So, Saul Kersner, he thought South Africans need to gamble still. So what he did was basically he set up casinos just on the outside of South African borders. So the Wild Coast, where it was, used to be part of Lesotho. It is now part of Eastern Cape. So literally, you drive through Natal, you drive all the way down. I drive out of Gauteng, I drive through the Free State, and I drive all the way down Natal. And literally, you drive over the river. There's the border to the Eastern Cape, and the Wild Coast is like right there. The Wild Coast Sun. And there are others. There is Sun City is another one that was built just on the border. Now it's part of South Africa, but before it wasn't. I need to figure out why these other countries just somewhat gave up their land back to South Africa. I hadn't thought about that. I don't know. I'll get back to you if you're interested. If you're not, then don't stress about it. So yes, the Wild Coast took us 7 hours. In that 7 hours, I knitted all of like, what, I said something to somebody. I said it was just like 4 rows. Really? 4 rows? It was a bit ridiculous. But as you can see, that changed. I only took the Pawani with me. I did take my bag with needles and stitch markers and everything I needed to cast on the mystery, but I was so determined to get the Pawani finished, which hasn't happened. Now, this shawl, as much as I love it, I'm finding it a bit of a chore to work on. This tea is lovely. South Africans. Tea merchant. I will just, however, say it is like crack. Okay. I've got loads of them. They're everywhere by me. And every time, and I've got my favorite tea merchant shops, and I've got my, okay, I'll go there if I really have to, tea merchant shops, and they are like dealers. They are like dealers. You go in there and they're like, oh, you haven't tried this one, and you even get a list of people that you can cross off which ones you've tried and which ones you haven't tried. So yes, it's bad. These rows. Now I know that a triangular shawl, the rows get just as long. I think, however, because with the triangular shawl, you have that marking of the middle. This is my logic. The rows don't feel as long. Because you're like, oh, halfway done. With a circular shawl, you never really get that, am I halfway done feeling. That's my only thing. So yes, Pawani, I want it finished because I want it. Because I love it. I love it. There's another one in the collection. There's 2. I'm hoping Claire does some more. The other one is called Wingu. I want to do that one next. That will be my next. I've decided. I'm all over the place today. I've decided that what I'm going to do is I want like 1 triangular and 1 crescent on the needles at all times. Excuse me, I burped it. At all times. So this at the moment is my crescent. And depending on where they are, they will become social knitting. So like right now, this one is perfect social knitting because all I'm doing is banging away on garter stitch. The easy lace, hang my head in shame, really confuses me the first row. I think I've got it. Of course I've got it. Now that I've only got the red to go. Oh, I WhatsApp Sally Jane and I was like, I don't know what color to do next. And she said, well, do it the opposite way of a rainbow. So you've got blue, green, yellow, red. We're doing opposite rainbow. Instead of going red and yellow and blue and green, I'm doing red, yellow, green, blue. That's fine. I love it. I love it. I love it. And this I'm knitting on my zingalingalings, not my signatures, because the zings are 3.5s. I do love these. Not as much as my chalku. Who would have thought I would have become a chalku fanatic? Not me, but I am. So, my other whip, because I have two now. Because who is this? I don't know. She goes to Texas. She comes back. She has more than one project. And she's knitting only shawls. What happened in Texas? So, like I said. Okay, and if you're doing it and you don't want spoilers, please, love you. There will be nothing else after this. I promise. It was lovely chatting to you. And I will see you next week. So this is the Jenny Faithful. It's Faifel. Spring 2016 Mystery Knit Along. Now, the reason I'm not using Wendy's yarn is because when the clue came out when I was away, she's got two versions. How rude. How rude. And she didn't say that she was going to have two versions on the actual pattern page. It was a surprise. She only told us when we got the pattern that she decided. She knew that she had two versions, but she wasn't sure whether she was going to include both of them or not. So she did. There's a stockinette version and there's a garter stitch version. So I would like to do both because that's the way I am. I have not looked at the spoiler thread. I do not want to know. I am behind. Week 3 is coming out tomorrow and I'm not even finished week 1 yet. So when I was at Arthur Bale's getting the Regia, I also picked up some African Expression Soul. It's a 2-color shawl and I do not have enough in my stash. You need 200 grams for one color and you need 100 grams for the other color. I do not have 200 grams of one color without breaking a sweater quantity, and I don't want to break a sweater quantity. So I picked up two. Okay, I have only started the stockinette one. I have not bought the oh, and I'm in the middle of a row. Oh, because I was knitting on this when I was waiting for my son at extra maths. Okay, please hold. So, like I said, I have not started the garter stitch version. My aim is to get the stockinette version finished to at least clue 3 by the weekend, by the end of the weekend, and then next week start clue 1 and 2 of the garter stitch one, and then go back. I'm going to be behind all the time because I am 2 clues behind, you know, from the start. So I said to you, I picked up African Expression Soul, which is 15% kid mohair, 15% mulberry silk, 50% merino, and 20% polyamide. So it's sock yarn basically. It's super soft, super amazing. It's a South African yarn. It cost me at Arthur Bell's. It varies in price. At Arthur Bell's, it was, call it 56 rand for 50 grams. But I know you can get it cheaper other places. But I was there, and Arthur Bell's is the only place I can buy red here in South Africa. I don't even think there is anywhere else in South Africa. In Gauteng, I could be wrong, but I haven't seen it in any of the other stores here. So it does not have colorways. It has numbers. I ummed and I ahed and I looked and I looked and I looked and I looked, and my favorite neutral is grey. So you can tell the Pawani is grey, and I tend to wear a lot of grey, and then I put color with it. So I didn't want to now straight away after making a Pawani go straight into making another grey shawl, but I knew I wanted grey in it because I wear grey a lot and I'm not going to change that. So the first color I picked up was, again, silver. They do have another grey, they just didn't have enough. Now what I'm doing this time around is I'm knotting it. This is my accent color. So this is color 2. And wow, I have knotted it. Sorry, that was loud. For anybody with earbuds in, I apologize, but wow, have I knotted it. Yo, epic. The second color that I'm using is this deep eggplant purple. Did you see? I'm growing my nails. I went for a manicure on Monday. I feel so grown up. So, oh, here's a good thing you never knew about me. I bite my nails. So yes, I have, this is 2 weeks now with no biting my nails. So I treated myself to a manicure. So I actually think I'm finished with clue 1. I don't want to lie to you. I'm either finished or I've got 2 more rows to go for clue 1. So if you don't want to see, and if you don't want to look, and if you don't want to be spoiled, close your eyes now and I will say when I put it down. Hopefully I remember that I've said that. So that's what it looks like. It's a triangular shawl with and this is so up my alley. So that is clue 1, or I've got 2 more rows to do, and that will be clue 1. Clue 2, have no idea. Now the garter stitch one, I'm finished, you can look now. The garter stitch one is different. It's not just garter stitch with a row of stockinette or garter stitch. That's all I'm going to say. It is different. So I'm quite looking forward to doing both of them at the same time. If it was just the opposite, a garter stitch with stockinette, I wouldn't have made it. But it is different. So my peoples, my peeps, 43 minutes. What do I want to say? You all make me smile daily, constantly. The friends that I've made have made it worthwhile. Yeah. Podcasting has enriched my life in so many ways. This community has enriched my life in so many ways. I can't go back to the corporate environment. We were thinking about me going back to work, and I was like, oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. Hold on, somebody's tap dancing. Puppets! Come here. There's Puppet. She's tap dancing. She wants up. This is Matthew's baby. So, from Sandton, Gauteng, I will say tot ziens. And remember, if you want to see progress, knit on one thing at a time.